So, hello everyone, welcome to Echoes Within Podcast, a space where we dive into life's complexities.
This is not just a conversation, it's an exploration of things that we feel but rarely say out loud. So let's uncover, reflect and connect.
I know you want to say ching ching.
Today we don't have wine glasses.
We don't have glasses here.
Yeah.
Wow, so hi Anne.
Hi Lois.
How has your week been?
So my week has been okay. I would say it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
A lot of work during the week.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting to just have a bit of fun as we're doing this. So my week has been okay.
Okay.
Just a lot of work. How has your week been?
Same. My week has been okay. Kind of. Yeah, just work. Yeah, the normal. The
usual. Yeah.
But I'm grateful.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to do this with you.
I'm also very happy to do this with you.
Yeah.
And speaking of doing this, which is our new podcast.
Yeah.
Last time, I think we've shot a few episodes, but the first one that we have uploaded on the maybe public platforms was our episode for maybe last week.
Last week, yeah.
So we got a few pieces of feedback here and there.
Yeah.
So one of them was about the echo.
Oh yeah.
So
I hope we won't have that today, hopefully. Yeah.
So somebody said there's a lot of echo in the room.
Yeah.
And then somebody also went ahead to say that give a joke, like a bad joke, a mom joke or even a dad joke.
Yeah.
That I thought the name of the podcast was Echoes Within. So the echoes are okay. The echo was one of the feedback.
Yeah.
So do you want to tell them how we've acted on that feedback?
Oh yeah, we got mics.
Yeah, we got mics.
Shout out to a friend who got us mics, by the way.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah,
we'll
we
fly
do.
you out one day.
When we're making money
When we start making money
out of this, hopefully yes. Yeah.
So that was it, and also we got feedback about we always shoot when drinking something.
Yeah.
And so we're told remove those things because we always kept cheersing
And clinking the glasses.
Clinking the glasses, which are too loud.
Yeah. So today we're not drinking anything. We're just here to talk.
To talk.
Yeah. So no cheers, no clinking of the glasses. So that was the feedback. So we appreciate your feedback, and we hope that we'll also continue receiving feedback because it's also going to help us in improving this.
True.
So
and thank you for our few viewers.
Yeah, thank you. And the few subscribers.
But they're not the viewers. But we need people to subscribe, you guys, and follow us on our socials, on Instagram and also TikTok. They're on just Echoes Within Podcast.
Yeah, we're going to link them in the description box. Yeah.
So I wanted to check how much views we had last time.
I think it's 40 something.
40 something.
It's quite something.
Yeah, so anyway, but we're not going to look at that anyway.
Yeah.
I know we're going to grow as we go. And ultimately we are doing this because it's a nice escape.
It's quite a nice escape, especially from the hustle of work and just life.
Yeah. And I love that you come and hang out with me the whole Saturday. I just kind of derail it because I don't once you get done with shooting you're going to start talking about living. And I appreciate you for today. We are actually I'm not trying to go ahead of myself, but introduce the topic for today before I talk about you.
Wow.
Yes.
On the topic of discussion today. So anywho, so today we are going to be having a continuation of the same discussion we had last time about friendship, because we believe that friendship is just like a central maybe element in our lives. So everybody, you're always going to have friends, and friendship is a matter that is always going to revolve around you, no matter which stage you are in life. So we're going to talk about friendship and also navigating friendship, and also how friendship has also impacted your personal growth. So that's our topic for today and our discussion for today.
Okay, so now I wanted to talk about this chick over here.
Oh wow.
Actually I'm just kind of like giving an overview of like how the last couple of weekends have been like for me, and how you've been showing up and supporting me incredibly. I'm so grateful. Okay, like it's crazy because like this chick is always like calling me, like whenever I call her, she's like, I'm on my way, I'm coming. So if you're talking about impacts on friendships, it's only fair that I start talking about our friendship. Because it means the world to me. Seriously, I love you and I appreciate you so much.
Stop.
Imagine this man comes and shoots videos with me. Gosh, literally out of Hawaii. I've never asked you for anything.
Yeah, I know.
Like you've never said no to me. Like I'm a spoiled little brat.
Stop it. That was so unnecessary. But imagine, I feel like you would also do the same for me. So without even a doubt, a single doubt, I know that you would do the same for me. So it's not even like, maybe I would say it's not even tiresome. I know it's like maybe from the bottom of my heart, because I also know that your heart is clean and you would also do the same for me. We need to stop this.
People, please watch and subscribe so that we can make some money, and so that I can take her on vacation because she deserves it. Okay, moving on.
So for the first question, Lois, I know we said that in the last episode that friendship is always evolving and that you have evolved over the time. So with the whole shebang that now you're an adult, and adult is spanking your, I don't want to say what, but would you say now making friends, is it harder or even easier to make friends now that you're older? Is it easier or even maybe harder, and tell us why?
Of course, it's definitely harder. It's easier to make acquaintances as you grow older because of work, social gathering and stuff like that. But I think there's a big difference between friendship and acquaintances.
That's true.
So I think it's really difficult to make friendships when you're older, especially because of, for me, it's mostly because of the matter of time. So friendships require a lot of work, like pouring in. They need you to put in the work. And like not starting that over with a complete stranger. It's kind of not that easy. Unless it's the kind of connections that you just meet someone and you just hit it off from the get-go, but I think being an adult now, it's very difficult to find yourself in situations where you have to spend time with people like you don't have a choice, because now we have that freedom of making a choice. Where I'm putting it this way is because like when you were in high school, like you would be with someone, or even in uni, for like a whole 4 years. So maybe at first you didn't like them, and then over time your opinion of them will change because you're constricted to the same environment. But now if I hang out with you and I don't like you on the first instance, I'm not going to bother to try and see the best in you, unless you're a colleague or something, and you also know now that we separate our relationships at work from home.
And you have to put up with them.
You have to put up with them. So I think it's definitely harder. Maybe you could tell us your perspective.
I also think it's harder, way harder, especially now that it's not just about the fun times. It's also like you also have a whole lot of things that you need to do during the day, or maybe over the days. So there is work included. Of course, you're also going through your personal things. So it's way harder to, of course, form new friends, or just form new friendships, as well as maintaining the friendships that you have. So if it's also like maybe tasking for me to maintain the friendships that I have, so of course making new friends is not going to be any easier.
True. And you're back. Okay.
It's not going to be any easier to make new friends. So I believe it's a lot tasking because there's all those things involved. Work, your own personal things going on. It's not just like vibes and inshallah like we used to do back then.
Absolutely.
So I think that would be it for me. I think it's a lot harder. We can all agree. So that's interesting. I think maybe the second question, this is a bit interesting because now you have to share like a whole personal experience. as we're talking about friendship, of course there's going to be conflicts here and there because we are different people, different personalities. So maybe with the friends that you've had over the time and maybe friends that you have now, what would you say is one of the biggest conflict that you've ever had with a friend? And how did that turn out? Did you maintain the friendship after the conflicts? Did you go your separate ways?
Wow. Hey, what's the biggest conflict? I've never actually thought about it. Of course, I've had conflicts. Let me see which one really stood out for me. Damn, I can't think of anything. You go first.
Okay,
let me. Something off the top of your mind.
That's a good. Because even as I was also thinking about the same, I thought it's going to be a very good chance for me to hear about your encounter, because for me, I know for sure I'm the type of person to keep on avoiding conflict. Even when I'm even when I know maybe that I need to address something, I'll keep on maybe saying, oh, maybe they're going to do better next time, or maybe I should not address this because I've been for so long. Of course, it's not a good thing for sure. It's a bad thing. It's not a good thing. So I've always been the person to try and avoid conflict. So I'll keep on avoiding the conflict up to a point where now, if things really go bad, then I'm going to start cutting you off slowly until we drift away. So I think it's not a good personality to have, but I do acknowledge that's what I do.
That's what you do. No, the question was like, what was your biggest conflict? What has been the biggest conflict in your life, and how did you resolve it? Or did you walk away?
And that's why I'm saying, even if maybe I had an issue with somebody, it's never been it has never gotten to a place where it's now at conflict, because I'll try and keep it on the down low and avoid it. So avoidance.
Avoidance. Yes. I think I'm pretty much the same. Like I'm very non-confrontational. Okay, fine. The worst I can do is just like write you a very ridiculous thing that I will regret for the rest of my life.
Of course.
And not because of the shame of like writing that text. I'll just never talk to you again. And that's like, I have lost, not very many, like, but a couple of friendships over such a silly, such a silly thing, because I'll get so upset and then act impulsively, like in that moment without thinking, and then just regret it later. I've never like had a conflict.
Like a huge conflict.
One that went on like maybe for long or something. It's always a thing of like, even the friends that I have now, even when we disagree or fight, like we just ghost each other for months, and then if you're like buddies like that, you just find our way back into each other randomly too. Like it will just be a response to a story. Hey, you look cute, and then we just start talking off of that. But I think that's very bad. People should have adult conversations.
That's true.
And that's how we are. I hope this will make us better people.
As very avoidant people. So that's true, because I also have somebody who's very close to me who told me, because they know that I've always been like the person to always avoid conflicts, but they were telling me that you can actually use conflict as a tool to even like maybe make your relationship or even friendship stronger. Because once you maybe deal with whatever you're having, you're able to maybe come out of it and even get like go stronger even after that. But when you keep on avoiding things, maybe even storing them, so it's only going to keep on building a lot of resentment, and then later on you can't even stand the person because you've been avoiding conflict. You don't want to speak up.
Start resenting them. That's true.
So I think we should do better.
We should do better. We should definitely, because maybe I think that not that you're talking about it, like I'm just thinking about like very recent events and how like I've been avoiding having conversations, and slowly like I just find myself like forming some sort of resentment towards. And it's not even like a big deal, like it's something that we could talk about very quickly, but because I don't want to talk about it, and I also feel like they don't want to because they've not approached me. And also it's also a thing of pride, because you want the other person to start the conversation.
You don't want to be the
not you don't want to be the bigger person. So wow, you're so silly.
And we're only realizing how big this is, right?
true.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So speaking about maybe, because now we've said that maybe, especially for me, because I said, okay, I'm not going to deal with the conflict, or rather try and resolve the conflict. I'm going to try and avoid it. So when do you decide that it's time to drift away?
Okay. What's that point of? Okay, I think it's now when the resentment grows to a point where that person kind of, okay, not entirely, but they kind of disgust you in a way. Like you can't even stand being around them, or even like talking to them.
Yeah.
When they call you, you don't want to pick up their calls. Yeah, it's that thing, resentment. Yeah, but you know that breeds from like lack of communication. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe that's in terms of maybe when you're having a conflict with somebody. So how about in situations where maybe there's no conflict, but you've just been friends? Maybe I would say, because this tends to happen a lot in maybe superficial friendships.
Oh yeah.
And then you find that, okay, now we keep on drifting. So when do you decide, now it's time to do away with this?
To go with it. Okay, first of all, like if the friendship is not like giving me value in any way, and also if there's a tendency of, okay, it's a bad thing, but mostly right now I think most things are informed around financials.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I feel like I'm getting too much spent emotionally and also financially, especially financially, then I have to protect my bank, because I'm a mom and I have many responsibilities. So I think that becomes it for me. Like, I think that's like just a proper cycle of like events where maybe we went out together. I put a date and then there was supposed to be a refund. It doesn't come. It happens for the second time. You call me for a small loan. I give you. You don't refund. That can be so draining. And mostly those kind of friendships like I usually like mostly centered around that. Like they'll never call you to check up on you. Like genuinely, it will always be a phone call. How are you doing?
So it's a lot of
and then at the end of it, then at the end of it, it's like I'm in a bit of a fix. And I do that too, but I think I try to honor.
To also reciprocate. Because I feel like in such, it's always like one-sided. You're the one trying to do the most, but the other side is not also reciprocating.
What about you? What's usually your breaking point?
So I also feel like I share the same sentiments, because even for me, I would say the same thing. So of course there are those superficial friendships where maybe they started too long ago when you were a different person, and then now you're a totally different person. Where you are in life, it's not the same place where they are.
True.
So there's a lot of even struggle to keep on understanding each other. So of course with time you'll need to also like part ways, because you're not at the same place, whether mentally, emotionally, financially. So there's all those circumstances that might need to change, because you're now a totally new person. So with such, you'll just we're not going to the same direction. So I think it's time to also drift. So in such cases, I'll just let it happen naturally.
Sometimes you just, and then when your values don't align anymore, that's also like a very big thing. True, because I could be excited about something, and maybe like my friend doesn't. They're like, wow, how can you do that? So like, or they could be excited about something that I would also like maybe resent. So when values don't align, also I think that's also usually for me. Same thing. And have you ever like had a friendship like betrayal? Like, has a friend ever betrayed you?
Okay, that's quite a big word. Betrayal. So I'm trying to think of all the ways maybe somebody can betray a friend. But for me, I wouldn't say betrayal as such, because I can't pinpoint a certain incident where a friend betrayed me. It can be maybe in the simple cases of where maybe I'm your friend, and then I tell you something too confidential where I want you to be the only person who knows it, and then in between, as I meet your friends, I'll know that maybe you told them, but I didn't want to share with them. I only wanted to share with you. So that for me feels like betrayal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that already tells me that you're not somebody I can trust. So maybe that's the most closest thing to betrayal that I've had. So in such cases, I'll just know that, okay, I put you over here, so next time I should put you over here. Yeah, true. So I think that's maybe the most point of maybe a case of a betrayal that I could think about. Okay. How about you?
Nothing necessary. Nothing like so big. Okay, let me try and see. It's just a silly thing of like someone texting. It's silly. That's what I'm talking about.
We were waiting.
No, we're moving on.
Okay. Then we're moving on. So now that we're also in a point where, of course, you have romantic, your romantic side of things. Then we have your friendship. Have you had cases where maybe your romantic side and your friendship are sort of tending to clash, or maybe your friends don't maybe go get along with your romantic partner, or maybe your romantic partner doesn't like your friends, and maybe in such cases, what did you do? Because those are interesting dynamics, and they're all important.
True. So maybe I have a very recently I'm trying to find a good balance between my romantic relationships and my friendships. But I'm such a lover girl. So whenever I'm in a relationship, I get so lost in it. But it wasn't even okay, I get so lost in it. So most of the time, maybe even my partner would rarely meet my friends most of the time. Yeah, but I think recently I've tried to balance both, and it's been okay. But before, honestly, I've never had any collision, because there was never an avenue for my partners and my friends to meet. Because it's always and then maybe most of the time I kind of date long distance, so yes. But there was a time I dated a crazy narcissist. Go on. Always complain to me that I always have time for my friends more than him, but it was just it wasn't working, because it was part of a long distance, and video, you know how video calls can be exhausting. So sometimes maybe I'm hanging out with my friends, we are maybe at my house having
then
drinks,
there goes the video call.
There goes a video call, and then now they start feeling I'm not maybe I'm talking to my friend, or I'm talking to them. Just nonsense, But that was I just knew the person was a petty, person. So,
it's good to know the person that you're dealing with.
So eventually, it just resolved. It just died down. The way you're saying, time. Nature took care of it. That relationship just ended very naturally.
Just to say that I've never maybe had that clash of where maybe this side feels like maybe the other side is not maybe who I'm supposed to be with. So I've never had that. It's quite interesting when you hear maybe other people saying that maybe your romantic partner doesn't want you to have this and this friends. But I've never had
First of all, I never want my partner and my friends to be friends or too close. Because if you're having a fight, I need my friends to be my people. I don't want it to be a situation where we have we can have mutual friends, surface level, but not mutual deep friends where now if him and I are fighting, then our friends are taking sides. You be deep with your friends, I'll be deep with mine.
That's true. I believe that there needs to be that
boundary. There needs to be that boundary,
That's amazing. And maybe just from the same example of maybe the romantic side and the friendship now the platonic friendship and the romantic side of the relationships. which one do you think it's maybe harder on you emotionally to lose? Is it harder to lose a romantic partner, or is it harder for you to lose like a friend? And I mean a friend who has been there, like a close friend.
Okay, I've never lost a long-term friend. Okay, we drifted apart, like mutually, but it's still sad. Hey, but romantic. Romantic relationships. Try. Hey.
The emotional turmoil.
Yeah. Hey. Because like whenever like I'm like getting out of a relationship, I'm usually like, I'm so done. I'm just going to be a single mom for the rest of my life. I'm not with this nigga.
So dramatic.
Yeah, but like okay, fine. I think it's because I've never like experienced like a friendship breakup. But I think that would suck. Hey, come on, can you Hey, romantic. I think romantic. But then it also depends on the kind of friendship. Like if it's a really close friend, hey, I think that would be so tough. It really would. But hey, romantic relationships. But also, it's a thing of with romantic relationships, I think that you also like start outgrowing each other. Pole. Yeah. So even by the time that you decide, but still, it's not usually easy to let go. Yeah.
That's true.
And then it's also like very difficult to find someone that you're compatible with, right?
Yeah, it's a lot.
So like starting over, you can't relate because you've been like, hey, you need to teach me always.
Please stop. But
true,
I get what you're saying. So I feel like maybe a romantic partner would be, because I mean this is somebody who you have held.
You've held and you've like
very close to
entire self to them, and then they just wanna up and go. Hey, it's not easy.
It's not easy. Not unless it's the case where we normally say like maybe by the time you're breaking up with the person as a woman, you already checked out like maybe 2 months or maybe 3 months ago.
Yeah, maybe I've had relationships where like I left like 6 months ago. So even by the time that you're parting,
it's even okay.
Well, it was about time.
So maybe in that case, maybe in such cases where you already checked out long ago, that would maybe not be so hard. But if it's a case where now maybe something has happened and then now you need to split up at the moment, that would be very ouch.
Yes. Those are usually like the worst.
I also believe that maybe if as a friend I've gotten to a place where we now need to go, it must be something so serious.
True.
Or maybe as a result of time we're now just drifting, so it won't be as that impactful on me. So it depends.
It depends.
Okay, all right. So I feel like I've talked so much.
No, you've not talked too much.
Okay, so maybe now speaking about maybe now the friends that you have. I know maybe they're not a lot because as an adult, it's not that easy to maintain a lot of friendships. Okay, I remember we said that maybe you're going to have different friends depending on maybe.
On the season of your life that you're in,
or maybe what you connect with.
True.
So maybe based on those friends, how would you say you're able to maintain a deep connection with them?
A deep meaningful connection. I think it's mostly just communication. And I feel like my friends are very like. Even you now, I know. I think where we are at now, I'm confident enough that if I were to like rub you off the wrong way, you'd call me out for it. So why am I talking about the like friends? Like it's literally they would call me out. So now speaking about maybe the friends that you have, what would you say, and how do you maintain the deep connections with all the friends that you have in your friendship group? I think the first thing is like quality time, because that's like one of my love languages. Like, hey, me, I value just you know how I get excited I get, like I love Saturdays now. I love spending quality time with them, and of course effective communication. If I'm doing you wrong, let me know. If you're rubbing me the wrong way, I'll let you know. Yeah, and always like just appreciating each other and being there for the big moments. Hey, maybe if you don't wish
Petty.
No, but seriously, being there for the big moments.
Yeah.
Moments always, yeah.
That's true.
What about you?
I think it's the same thing for me. Okay, making time, because I know we are all busy, but just making time doesn't have to be every day, doesn't have to be every week. It can be even like maybe after 2 weeks, we still make time to call each other. We can make a call, or I just text you, like, how are you doing? And then maybe if you tell me you're fine in how your life is going on, and then that's okay. And then stay maybe like another 3 weeks, because I know we are all busy. So just making time to check up on each other. There's also like making some simple, it doesn't have to be every day or maybe every week. A simple date can be just like maybe coming to see you. Can also maybe going for maybe a walk. It doesn't even to be something fancy.
Yeah, you don't even have to spend money.
We can go walk in Karura and we are okay. And yeah, so that's it. Yeah. So do you think that maybe your expectations of friendships now that you're now maybe you've grown mentally, physically?
You want to say now that I'm older?
So do you think that your expectations now have evolved?
Kabisa. Absolutely, yeah. Because right now, like I don't expect, like we said, like even if it's communication, I don't expect my friends to call me every day, checking up on me or texting me. Like me, even if I text you today and you respond next week, like I'm okay with it, as long as there's that commitment and consistency, and I know that for sure you've got my back. And probably when I text you at this time, I know if you don't get back to me in that exact moment, it's probably because you're also going through something too. And as a good friend, I should not be quick to like apprehend you for that. I should actually be concerned. If I'm in a better space, I should call and check up and know how you're doing.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that and also like I think when you are younger, we had like some sort of like crazy entitlement.
Entitlement is the word.
So right now, even if someone is not able to show up for me, like I try to understand that and respect that. Especially if it's someone who has been consistent in their good deeds towards me. So if you don't, every once in a while I'll understand it. And also like not always. Even if I was expecting someone to do something for me and they're not able to go through with it, I can still respect that. Of course, if there's good reason. I
love that. And I love the fact that you said expectations, where we used to have expectations would come. But nowadays they have to change. And I think it's the same case for me. It's not always expecting that people are going to give me whatever I'm not able to give them, because that is diabolical. So I want you to give me this, but I'm only able to give you this. So why? So I also love that. Maybe on the last bit of this, because we want to keep this short and sweet. Short and
really bit short.
So maybe you can leave maybe the people who are listening to you, or even maybe watching you, what would you say is something that has stood out for you during the week, or maybe during the past few days that you'd like to share? It can be a video, it can be a book, it can be a quote, it can be anything that you've watched, wherever, Instagram, TikTok, anything that has stood out for you.
Okay, I've discovered this new podcast. It's called Seasoned Dialogue. And it's by some chick called, is it Mary something? Okay, I'm not so sure, but I'm sure the name of the podcast is Seasoned Dialogue. I love it. I like the conversations on there. I think I've been going through like a season, and like just go and watch it. I don't want to elaborate and read it for you, but if you're someone who's I don't want to call myself deep, but if you like listening to deep conversations and poetic sort of, because like a lot of spoken words and stuff like that. I think we listened to her video when we were at my place a while back.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
So,
Season Dialogue.
So they're able to find that on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Season Dialogues.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
that's
you?
amazing. So for me, I would say it's maybe just a TikTok that I watched a few days ago, where it talked about the lady said that you're not able to hear what God is saying because you've already maybe decided what you want Him to say.
Oh,
just that. Just food for thought.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear God's voice when you already decided what you want Him to say.
Yeah. So you're not able to listen.
What He's trying to tell you.
Yeah.
This has been fun.
It has been fun for sure.
Yeah.
And I also hope that you got something from it, that you're also able to relate.
Give us constructive criticism.
Yeah, we do really need the feedback. Yeah. All right then. So until next time.
Yeah. See you.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.